A Georgia candidate for governor decided to try to outdo another candidate for governor. If you remember, I showed you the ad. I'm forgetting the guy's name. But, you know, he basically ran the most Republican ad of all time. He's like, look at my truck. I got a truck, and I'm going to deport illegals in my truck. And, you know, he was holding guns and, like, molesting them and stuff. So that guy was super Republican, and apparently this guy, Michael Williams, saw that ad and said, hold my beer, bitch. And look at how he tried to out-Republican the other guy.
Hi, I'm Michael Williams, and boy, do we have some exciting news to you. We have our bus tour ready to go, but it's not going to be one of those pansy political bus tours. We've got the Deportation Bus. That's right, you heard me, the Michael Williams Deportation Bus. If you want to find out where we're coming, go to deportationbus.com. We're going to implement my 287G deportation plan that's going to fill this bus with illegals to send them back to where they came from. We're not just going to track them and watch them roam around our state. We're going to put them on this bus and send them home. Go to deportationbus.com and find out where we're going to be. See you there. If you're as tired as I am with politicians that do nothing but talk, and you want to see this bus filled with illegals, vote Michael Williams on May 22nd.
So Facebook actually pulled that ad, and then they came back, or was it Facebook or YouTube? I forget which one. But then they came back and said, you know what? We shouldn't have pulled that ad. And I agree. They shouldn't pull it. I think everybody should witness how stupid this guy is. But that's the thing. Like, I think when he makes this ad, in his mind, he thinks like, I'm being a macho man, tough guy. I'm going to show everybody I'm for law and order. But no, you don't look like a macho man, tough guy to any reasonable person. You look like an idiot. Like, you look really dumb if this is your ad. So, first of all, you're running for governor. You know what a governor has to do with immigration policy? Next to nothing. The federal government takes care of immigration policy. You could agree or disagree with how they're taking care of immigration policy, but it's the federal government that does it. So when you run an ad and you're running for governor and you're like, I'm going to take out all the illegals, man. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're the head of a state. You're not the head of the country. So you have very little to do with immigration policy. So it's weird that you're running on that issue in the first place. But second of all, look, man, it goes back to the same thing we brought up time and time again on this issue, which is the oldest trick in the book is you have elites, establishment people, try to convince middle-class white people and poor white people that the source of all of their problems are poor or middle-class black and brown people. So instead of pointing out where the problem really is, the fact that there's insane corruption in our government and the laws are biased against you and in favor of the rich and corporations, instead of pointing out the reality of the situation, that unions have been gutted from the top down, that wages have been stagnant since the 1980s, that trade deals have outsourced your jobs, that the healthcare system screws you because it's a for-profit insurance system, instead of pointing out the facts of what's actually hurting you and trying to address that, they give you a giant red herring. They're like, look over there. And the over there is poor and middle-class black and brown people and illegals. So they think like, yeah, now everybody's going to know I'm fighting for them with this. No, but it just shows that you're an idiot and you've misdiagnosed the problem. Like, I know that some people love to blame undocumented immigrants for all their problems. I got news for you. Undocumented immigrants are not living on the high horse making a lot of money. You know, they're oppressed and subjugated and left behind way more than you are. So, you know, are you jealous of the people that come into this country and then they end up cleaning toilets at country clubs? Is that what it is? Is that what you're jealous of? You're jealous of people that historically have taken jobs that literally Americans from the middle class don't want to take. I know they say that's not true. That is true. Because there was an instance in Alabama where they implemented a very strict anti-immigrant policy, which was like self-deportation, and then they were begging for all their immigrants back. as soon as the immigrants left because they couldn't get enough people to do the farm work, for example. So this doesn't make you look smart. This doesn't make you look tough. This doesn't make you look like you're looking out for the regular guy. It makes you look dumb. It makes you look dumb. So you're not really planning on helping middle-class people. You've fallen for the oldest scapegoat in history. The idea that middle-class people should blame poor black and brown people for their problems or undocumented immigrants for their problems, it's really silly. It's a genuinely silly concept. And by the way, there was massive counter-protest to his shitty deportation bus idea, and so he was cowering and hiding in it when he made some stops on the campaign trail, which is kind of hilarious.